In this video, I'm going to be telling you how long it will take to get a fully maxed out starting 11 in Dream League Soccer 2021. Whether or not you've just downloaded the game and you want to know how long it takes to get a fully maxed team, or if you progressed a little bit but you're not quite there yet, I'll have answers for you in this video. Now just take note that these are going to be rough estimates and they're not going to be exact because it's going to be different for every single person. However, I believe these are good estimates where you should base your progression on, essentially. And also in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you some more tips in order to get that max team a little faster than you are right now, possibly. So I suggest sticking around for this entire video. And if you do end up sticking around for this video and you like this content, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. Road to 100K. Let's see if we can do it. So let's go over what we want to figure out in this video. We want to know how many coins on average you get per day playing Dream League Soccer. We also want to know the total amount of coins it's going to take to get your max starting 11. And from those two results, we can calculate how many days it will take to get a maxed out starting 11. So let's start out with finding coins per day. I'm going to be basing the measurements off of straight up career mode, just going through division from scratch. We're going to exclude online just because I don't think a lot of people actually play online, and I feel like it's more consistent if we go through career mode because you'll be consistently winning most likely. To calculate the number of coins per day, we're going to assume that you win every single game in career mode, as well as play every single game through the bronze, silver, or gold, or diamond cup, whichever division you're in, as well as the global challenge cup. So if you play and win every single one of those games, you will win 30 games per division, and we'll use that as a baseline. Approximately half of those games will be home games, and the other half will be away games, so you'll get your home stadium bonus, 15 games out of 30. You actually get more coins as you progress the divisions, so I made separate calculations for each division and we're going to add them up. And then we're going to also subtract the amount of coins it takes to upgrade your stadium because you'll need that to progress. Through these calculations, by the end of Legendary Division, you would have gotten 15,660 coins just from playing the game, as well as 15,615 coins from the ads. You know, after you play the game, you click the ad, so there we go. You get the ad bonus. Now subtracting the 8,800 coins from the stadium upgrades, now that's just from the start, like straight up maxing it right away. Now you most likely won't do that, so there's going to be a little bit less coins probably that you'll get, and a little bit more coins you put into your stadium, but it shouldn't matter too much. So putting that together, you get 22,475 coins from playing through the beginning of Academy Division all the way to the end of Legendary Division, minus the stadium bonus. So if you play 10 games per day, we're going to assume that, alright, it's pretty large, but you know what, games go by quickly. So yeah, it'll actually take you 24 days to progress from Academy Division, beginning of Academy Division, to the end of the Legendary Division. So in order to get 22,475 coins, it'll take you 24 days. But we are in Dream League Soccer 2021, so how much does Season Pass give you? Each season is 10 days, so if you progress through 24 days of going through the Season Pass, and if you play 10 games per day, you'll obviously get all the tiers of Season Pass. So using the free section, you'll get an additional 2,250 coins on top of the 22,000 you had before. So if we take the total amount of coins divided by the number of days, 24 days, you get on average 1,030 coins per day. Now obviously you don't get 1,030 coins per day at first because Academy Division barely gives you anything, but you get a lot when you get to the Legendary Division, so it all averages out. Plus if you start off fresh, you're not going to get a full max team until you get to Legendary Division, so we're just going to use those averages for the first 24 days. Now these averages were taken from a level 2 commercial facility, so you can actually get more coins if you level up your commercial facility to level 3, level 4, level 5, as well as upgrading your stadium to maybe higher than you're supposed to for that division. That'll actually boost your coins too. There's a lot of variables in Dream League Soccer that can control how many coins you get per day, so that's why I said it's a very rough estimate. So now let's go over how many coins it will take now that we have the amount of coins you get per day. So we are looking for 11 legendary players maxed out, fully developed. That's what we're looking for. At the beginning of the game, you choose one legendary player to be your captain. So all we need for this calculation is 10 legendary players, as well as many coaches as it takes to upgrade all your players, all those 11 players. So in order to get the 10 legendary players need to show up first, obviously, right? If you're just starting at the game, legendary players don't show up until you get at least like a 76 overall team. So that you're gonna need to buy some high level commons. You're gonna need to buy some rares once they start showing up until you get like a 76 overall team. So legendary players will start showing up. Now there's even more variables controlling that aspect. So we're just gonna take a nice rounded guess of 8,000 coins. And obviously, if legendary players already show up for you and it's not the beginning, well, you can subtract a few days. I'll go over that later in this video. So let's make some assumptions. All right, we're going to assume you're going to try to fill up a 4-3-3 formation. All right, and then you pick your captain as an attacker to lower the amount of prices you have to pay. So to complete the team, you're going to need 4 legendary defenders, 3 legendary midfielders, and 2 legendary attackers. So totaling up all the legendary players you need, plus the 8,000 coins from your just buying rares to get legendary players, that will cost 23,800 coins. So we can expect by the end of the 24 days, by the end of your progressing to Legendary Division, at the end, when you're about to go to the International Cup, you will have a full Legendary team. So now it's the end of Legendary Division. Alright, you have a full Legendary team. Okay, now you just need to upgrade them to max. So let's see how much the coaches are going to cost. So looking at my previous videos, when I've upgraded my team to max, it takes about 4 to 6 legendary coaches to upgrade a player to max. We're going to be trying to use legendary coaches because they coach the best, and I believe they're the most efficient coaches because they coach 3 players and they coach the most. So we're gonna look at legendary coaches. Now there is breakthrough, so it can speed up the process, maybe take 4, or it can be really slow, and you know the legendary coach will just use a little tiny boost at the end where it's not necessarily efficient, and use 6 coaches. So we're just going to say on average each player is going to need 5 legendary coaches. Now buying coaches with gems is probably not the greatest idea. I think upgrading your commercial facility is your best use of gems. So we're going to look at the cheapest legendary coach with coin wise anyway. So the current cheapest legendary coach you can get on the market is 1,365 coins. That is an 80 overall defender. So you basically buy the 80 overall legendary defender, release it, get a legendary coach, use it on your team. Now the downside to coaching is that coaching is random, so they'll pick any 3 players out of your squad once you click the legendary coach. So it won't necessarily target your starting 11. Your team needs a minimum of 16 players, so you'll have 11. You'll have a starting 11, then you'll have 5 players on the bench. So if you only have 16 players, and we assume the worst, you're going to need coaches for every one of those players. Now you could fill the subs with 5 goalkeepers and just, you know, so then it would target your team. But are you going to really want 5 goalkeepers on your bench in case someone gets injured, right? So that'll be impractical. So let's just say you'll have 2 goalkeepers on the bench and you'll have 3 players on the bench that aren't legendary. So goalkeepers will actually need less coaches than regular players. So that's on average 3 legendary coaches. So we're going to say 3 legendary coaches per goalkeeper. Then each player out of your 13 will need 5. So legendary coaches coach 3 players, like I said. So you'll need 22 legendary coaches to upgrade all your players. And again, you'll need just 3 for your goalkeepers. Also, goalkeeping coaches are slightly cheaper because goalkeepers are cheaper. So if you get like an 80 overall goalkeeper, I believe they're like 1,000 coins. So you can get 3,000 coins for 3 legendary coaches for goalkeeping anyway. So anyway, when you put it all together, your total is 33,030 coins. Which means, in total, the amount of coins it will take for you to get a maxed starting 11 full of legendary players, roughly, is 56,830 coins. So that in-game costs around $70 US. So if you have $70 US lying around, you can max your team. So now we have the amount of coins per day you get while playing, and the number of coins it takes to max your whole entire team, so let's put them together. Now, like I said earlier, it'll probably take you 24 days to get your fully maxed legendary team. So, you know, there you go. That's straight up. So since you'd actually be in Legendary Division now, your average coin per day actually increases. So to calculate how many coins you'll actually get per day, we'll say that you play 10 games per day. You'll score 5 goals per game, which should be okay. You have a legendary team, so it shouldn't be that challenging. Plus the ads, plus the season pass, you'll get in total probably 2,225 coins, rough estimate per day. Which means the coaches will take you an extra 15 days. So putting that together, 24 plus 15, 39 days. If you have a brand new maxed account, okay? And if you optimize the amount of coaches you use, you play 10 games per day, you win all your games, all right? And you do really well. You score lots of goals. You upgrade your commercial facility. Everything perfect. It can take you as low as 39 days to get a fully maxed legendary starting 11. Now, this 39 days is fairly low, all right? It'll probably take you a little bit longer because I optimize like everything. You're using the cheapest coaches. You're spending your coins wisely. You're upgrading your stadium perfectly and everything. So it's not going to be perfect, but I would say it can take you as low as 39 days, and it'll probably take you in between probably 39, 50 days, I would guess. Again, these are rough estimates, okay? There's lots of variables going into this. You can actually technically play 20 games per day if you really like Dream League Soccer, and then like double your progress. Okay, we got a number 39 days, all right? But how do we speed that up? Okay, I'll give you some tips. So we did this all calculation through career mode, okay? But what if you played online? Events give you quite a bit of coins, all right? So if you play events and you win events, you'll be decreasing the amount of days you have to spend every time. So event prizes go for about 2,000 coins in total if you add the bronze, the silver, and the gold rewards together. As well as you can actually get a legendary agent or legendary coach from winning gold medal, which will actually speed up your progress so much more because you won't have to buy them. To show you how good events are actually for your progress, every event you win that you get 2,000 coins, you can subtract 2 days off your total. Now, if you're in Legendary Division, you probably only subtract 1 day, but, you know. And then every single time you get a legendary coach and a legendary agent with that, you can actually subtract 1.5 days. So if you're good at the game and you have a good enough team to win events, now obviously you're going to have probably a lower rated team, so it's going to be harder to win events. But if you're good at the game, try it, okay? Now another thing that can speed up your progress is actually buying the season pass. It's fairly cheap, alright? It's what, $3.99 American, something like that. If you're a light spender, I suggest buying the season pass because that actually gives you your most value for the amount of money you spend. So every 10 days with the season pass, you'll actually get 4,000 coins, alright, with a bunch of other useful items as well. So you get some legendary coaches, legendary agents as well. So in my season pass video, I actually added up the coin value. So I basically converted those useful items into coins. And in total, you actually get 13,620 coins. So I would say every single time you buy the season pass premium, you can take 6 days off the total. But if you haven't been to Legendary Division yet, you can take almost 13 days off. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Now, all this was based off a new account, okay? So, I know a lot of you guys have played a little bit if you've been watching the channel. So, let's go over how much you can expect to, you know, how long it'll take to get a max team, all right? So, right now, the amount of time it'll take you is 39 days, like I said, but subtract as many as apply, all right? So, if legendary players show up in your transfers already, you can already subtract 8 days off those 39 days. So now you're 31. And for every legendary player you have, that's not your captain, okay, you can subtract 1.5 days. And then for every legendary coach you've used, you can also subtract 1.5 days. Now, I know a lot of people don't count how many legendary coaches you have, but you can estimate, you can guess. I mean, all of these are very rough estimates because there's a lot of variables. So there we go. That's how long it'll take for you to get a fully maxed starting 11 and also a fully maxed bench, just maybe not legendary. So if you got something useful out of this video and you enjoyed it, even if you already have a max team and you were just curious, hit that like button, alright? Subscribe to the channel for some more videos like this. I also post Dream League online gameplay, alright? But I'll definitely do more videos like this in the future if you guys like it. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video.